Okay, so we have a method for converting any of these bases to decimal, right? We draw that chart, write out the powers of the base, then the values of those powers, and then multiply and add them up. It would be nice to have a way to convert from any base to any other base. So we could convert from decimal into binary or into hexadecimal or anything else we wanted to use. And there is an algorithm for doing that, and it's called the division method. And so let's start with this number right here, 358,219. Which base are we going to convert this to? Let's start by converting this to octal, right? Once we know the base, we need to do two things with it. First, we need to take the modulus versus the base. The modulus, if you recall, is the remainder when you divide it. So I'm going to do 358,219 mod 8, and that is 3. So if you divide 358,219 by 8, it will have a remainder of 3. And that is actually going to be, so that's going to be the rightmost digit when we get our final octal number. Then we need to, let's go back and do 358 divided by 8. And that gets us 44,777. So now we're going to take that modulus 8 to get the next rightmost digit. And that gives us a remainder of 1. So that is the next rightmost digit. And just the same as before, we need to do 44777 divided by 8. And we get 5,597 is our next value. Okay, now we modulus that with 8. And we get 5. And we divide it by 8 to find the next value. And we get 699. And we get 3 again. One divided by 8 is going to be 0, and this is where we stop. So you don't stop until you get to 0. And remember, this is the rightmost, this is the leftmost. So our actual octal value, and let's go ahead and write the base 8 down there to make that clear. So this is the actual value. If we wanted to kind of verify that, we might go to our calculator and change that to base 8, and we get 127,351,3. All right. Hopefully that makes sense. Let's do it again. Let's use a different number. Let's use our base 256 number system just to make things as confusing as possible. Okay, so for our base 256, again, we start with 358,219. Only now we're going to modulus, let's see, 358,219 mod 256, and we get 75. And then to find the next value, we change that to divided by 256, and we get 1,399. So 1,399 mod 256 gives us 119 as our next value. And then divide, and we get 5 as our remainder. Obviously, 5 modulus 256 is going to give us 5. 5 divided by 256 is going to be 0. I'm not going to change color. And so then we're done. So our number is, and we can test this by having, and if you add those all up, you should get 358,219, right? But you can always go backwards to check it out. That's one of the nice things about the system. I'm going to leave it at that. Check this. Do a couple more of these, just to kind of get in the habit. It's actually easiest when you're doing this with binary and smaller values. But okay, that's really all you need to know about converting from base 10 to any, or really converting from one base to any other base. If you have any questions, ask them in the forum below.